Hello, living in Boulder vlog at 7:11 p.m. on March 3rd, 2018. I haven't done a video in a few days because I've been gaining momentum on my bike racer levels page. And I felt like I have to work in order to. I feel like I don't want to do a video unless I feel like I made a lot of progress. I'm making progress on whatever I'm working on. And this is just for the last few days I've been kind of gathering my bearings, so to speak. I built this bike racer level page started it back in 2013 when I moved to Boulder. I looked out the window and I saw the Flatirons and I said, "Oh wow, Flatirons! I should hike in there. Oh wow, I should be an enduro athlete. Oh cool, let's make a website." And then I made the website really big, and then I burnt out, and then that's when I started doing stuff on Google Earth. And then I got this computer, and so now I'm working on it today, last couple days, and yeah, I'm still I can still tell the difference between this computer and that other computer. This computer is so much faster, I can do so much, so I feel like I'm getting a lot done. So I'll explain what I'm doing with it. So I have 12 different distance categories: 250 meters, 200 to 250 meters, 500 meters to a kilometer, 2 kilometers to 4 kilometers, 10 kilometers-ish, around 20 kilometers, 40 kilometers, 90 kilometers, 180 kilometers, 360 kilometers, 720 kilometers, and 1,500 some kilometers. And then a week, which would be 4,300 to 3,000 kilometers. So there's 12, because I also have them with time. They have their distance and then time. And so within each of those distances, I try to get international, national, and state level time trials for both time trial as well as triathlon, because that's individual too, the non-drafting triathlon. So, and then I throw them all in the level, and in certain distances, when it's time trials from different distances, I just organize it, because I throw them all together. I organize it by their speed, and then I put them on the Circus Maximus in Rome, I'll probably end up doing that with swimming and running too, not to the same extent though. But, and I'll make a downhill biking one. So, and then I'm going to get and collect exactly how many people from each category are in each of the different levels and put a number to it, and then that way I can scientifically assign exactly what level different categories are. I think it's because then I can explain how I came to my conclusion, from organizing all categories and even how much training it takes to get these different levels and categories. But I can explain from the beginning to the end, because I can explain how I did it. And I want to do a lot of things that way, where I can explain how I came to a conclusion about something in a logical way from the beginning to end. People don't do that enough. It kind of seems like there has to be a new way to look at science, Like the scientist could tell you about how the gravity works on the moon, or how DNA tests work and stuff, but they don't seem to do a good job of explaining, from the beginning to the end, how they come to their conclusion. So maybe it's too complicated, but I think we need to practice scientific method, maybe simpler, more abstract scientific conclusions from the beginning to the end, from the ground up, with actual data to show, because that's one thing that's interesting about endurance sports, is just to look at the numbers and figure out how it works. And I don't think people have started to do that so much. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm going to collect all the. I'm working on the. I did the 10 kilometer for my level, the time trials level page, as well as the Google Earth. So I did one completed. And I think I did, even the 200 meters and all the different sprint ones. There's lots of different sprint ones. Flying 200 and that. And so now I'm doing the main one, 40 kilometer. So, yeah. Tomorrow or today I've been just trying to gather it. I built this with my other computer, which sucked. I should have bought a faster computer sooner, but so it was broken up into lots of different pages. So now I'm bringing them all back together because this one can handle it, and and reorganizing it and making sure that all of the ones on my time trial list will make it to the levels page as well. Because I don't know if all of them are there, so I'll make sure to get them in there, and then when I make sure that they're there, I'll make sure that they all look good, that they're all finished and like all color coded, and then I'll number them, and there'll be a lot. There'll be like a couple thousand or something, and then and then I'll put them up on the Circus Maximus. I don't know. Once I get to there's 40 lanes in the Circus Maximus as you go around. That's how wide it is. And once you get to the end, if that's not at the end of the bike racer levels, I might have the people tail out outside of it. No, I won't do that. I'll probably just end it. But I don't know exactly how far that is. But it's far enough to get most of it. Because it's like 33 miles per hour is the fastest, and then the slowest would be like 10. So that's like 20 miles. That's kind of almost what it is, I think. So, because it's almost like, what is it, like almost a kilometer a lap. And that's 40, so it's like 40 kilometers. So yeah, it might work out really well. But but I'll do that with all of them eventually. So this will take a while. So, and I was listening to, I've been kind of brain dead over the last week or so. There's this weed, I don't know what weed it is, because I have this weird habit whenever I get my ounces. I just take I take the sticker, I tear it off and I throw it away, like without thinking, because they're not stuck on very well. So I don't know what I'm smoking, but it's really strong. But I'm listening to my decades, But I've been listening to alien stuff, getting back into alien stuff. I would love to talk about that later. I'm listening to Stephen Greer talking. This one, I think he's talking about this little alien guy that they found that they did the autopsy on. And he's only 6 inches tall and he has a big head, but he has 99% similar DNA to humans, and then 10% worth of DNA extra that we don't even understand. And so all the aliens. It's the chicken or the egg thing. Did we come from the aliens or the aliens come for us? Like, when did humans beings begin? It's the same thing with our alphabet. You could probably go to like Star Wars and they probably have the same alphabet, similar, like the predecessor to our alphabet. Okay, so how long have I been talking? Ooh, long enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep or take a nap maybe. And then get back to work. I'm still, organizing, figuring out what I have, and then I'll get an idea of how much longer it'll take to finish this. Work on it a month before I bounce back to Rome. Yeah. Okay. Later.